We now return to Let's Play Banished. Spring has come, and we are out of firewood and food. Yeah, well, that is replenishing a little bit now. It is also disappearing, so I think I'm going to pause, and we're going to work on that. Hunters, may as well use my final two guys, just to get that going, because we're kind of in a pickle on that. We will, however, put in another fisher. Can I line that road up with this and make it work? I totally can. Excellent. We'll just have it right next to the trader there. That's fine. And we'll get that connected. And I'm not sure where I want the road to wrap around. I'll probably put something else here. If I space it out with another house, maybe I can get the road there, and that'll be a good enough size for something. What's left? Chapel, school, wells, I don't know. Might be able to get a couple of houses back here, actually. I don't know. Anyway, let's run this and hope for the best, because we're kind of low on the food. So I need that to come back. Good. And then I guess while we're doing that, I will run a road out. Okay, food is building up again. That's good. We'll go ahead and just turn you off, because apparently we are out of... Well, no, we actually had that. Oh, let's not turn that off. We had very few coats. What I could do is turn you off, because we got plenty of tools. So that leaves me with a few people that have nothing to do, and we're splitting our docks. I know, actually, this is probably not a good idea, because their areas are overlapping, and so they are actually... especially since you don't have much of any... That was actually a very poor spot to put that. This one too, really. So maybe I'll actually move that. I think I'll do that. We'll pull this off and put you actually out over here. Maybe actually I could get it like that. That's really not increasing my radius much beyond what it is anyway. So I guess we'll have to stick it here then, because it won't go forward anymore. That's fine, though. So put it here, and I'm going to pause. I'm going to turn working off of that, and then we'll just come in here, and I guess we dismantle this? Remove structure, yes. Okay, so that will be reconfigured there. I won't put a road in just... Well, maybe I should. I mean, they'll travel without the road, correct? Probably. We'll just go like this, then. I don't know where that cross piece is going to be. And we'll just have it do like that then. That's fine. Next, right. So, back to this town hall. No, marketplace. Where? Marketplace. There we go. So this I had wanted to place kind of central and a little bit further down from that road. Although if I do... I don't know where I fully expect these guys to... Okay, so if I was going to put it in the middle of those hills, it would go something like this. But I want it to kind of line up with a road. So I guess that's probably... I mean, that's a little bit high for where I actually want it, but it's covering ridge line down here that's not going to be used. If I actually brought it up this far, I could squeeze people in on the road up there and then maybe move that hunters. I mean, this is actually, we can see here the deer are coming in, so that's actually pretty good migration. Ooh! Traders here. What can we trade for? Beef, chicken, and fish? Nothing good. Damn it. Like, really nothing good. So there's chicken. How come I'm not, I guess because my maximum is 10, I need to lower it to 8. That way they'll always slaughter 2. I guess I should have been doing that. Well, I mean, we could buy some food here. We're kind of low on that. Just getting its stuff a little bit. You know, just for the sake of trading, we could do it. So this is mine then, I guess, obviously, because we don't have these goods. So, but see, how much... I would have to have a lot to make it worthwhile. Just be buying up all his stuff, and that alone would cost me probably close to everything I've got already in there, which is not bad. We do have these 20 hide coats, which might be better outside. Iron tools is actually a lot easier to replace. We're still not even there. Okay. Well, let's lower this, increase this, and lower this until we get there. Ooh, that sucks. Be overpaying, underpaying. Damn it. Overpaying by 3. So how did I do this without... I guess because I was giving away all of this stuff. No? How did I do this without overpaying myself by that much? Okay, so there we go. Hanging on to a lot of unnecessary herbs. That's not really the best way to go about this, I don't think. Tools, coats. That's okay there, I guess. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. We'll trade that much. And we'll just go from there. Now, we probably do not, however, want to be putting that much hide back in here, seeing as how we would empty my entire supply. And I guess we don't have enough... Whoops, wrong one. Don't have enough leather, yeah. So, we will no longer be taking that. We'll get rid of everything we've got, and we'll be keeping the iron tools and the herbs. And it doesn't look like anything else really, so we'll just leave it like that and then let it go. Okay, now back to what I was actually trying to do earlier, and that is just I guess we'll level that up right there. Yeah, fine. Okay. Pause because we don't want to be building that, and then road. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we did get it right there. And let's see. So it must be right there. And, I could zoom in to make this a little bit easier on myself. We'll go ahead and run now. And then we'll just kind of pull up in here. Now that's going to create awkwardness here, so I might have to change how that goes. But it allows me to place, if not actually build, some of the other things, like a town hall. We are getting a little bit close to up there, so I could potentially just turn it around. That's a little bit... Is that central? This would be central. So it's going to have a little bit of space. That's fine. Town hall, pause. We don't want anyone bringing goods to it. Town hall will be facing in a different direction. But I think that, like I said, this area I kind of want to save for potential... okay, we've fixed our food situation. Just barely. We don't have idle hands, I guess. That's why they're not bringing stuff. It's taking a while. Logs is low. Okay. Well, it looks like we're kind of low on... Well, because firewood took it all. Okay, fine, fair enough. Hold on, I'm going to pause again. And we're going to take out some trees. Let's take out all the trees around here. And that should probably do the trick. I guess I could have just grabbed all resources, but trees are what we're low on. We actually do have a small supply of other things. The stockpile down here, yeah, I'm not sure that separating the two like that was such a great idea. But whatever, it'll work. Tools are down, clothes are up just a bit. That's good. Food is now stabilized. That's really good. Got a little carried away, but that's all right. We're back, and I guess I could turn off 2 hunters for 2 fishers. And so we'll have a smaller... Well, do they even... In the winter, do they actually do ice fishing? Does that actually work? I'm not sure which would be more reliable. I do know we probably want more hunters just for the leather. But, I mean, really, in order to do the... I guess we could turn this off right now so we have another idle hand. In order to do the coats and stuff properly, like really get it done, I think we need to be more concerned about getting some livestock. That's where we're going to get consistent... guess I could gather these herbs. We're going to get consistent resources out of that. Okay. So what else are we missing? We're missing a church, or chapel, as the case may be. That could, if I put it in that way. What if I did... See, I'm trying to somehow reconcile what's going to be a very weird shape here. And unfortunately, that's not really a good way to do it. I was thinking maybe making the cemetery, but I don't know. Be a little bit of a space. Either way, I mean, this whole thing is just going to be really kind of awkward. Now what? Firewood is low. Oh my goodness, you guys. That's alright, though. It's only low, it's not completely diminished. Do we have some? We do have some iron, so let's go ahead and put you back in. We are going to probably need some logs, because that'll immediately eat that. Okay, we seem to be fine there. Baby deer. The herd is still quite alright. And we have 4 students going through the process and 15 children. I don't feel the need at the moment to spend a lot of time and energy developing that. Really, we would have to build this before they took those resources. You know, we don't really want to be plunking down a bunch of houses right now to build the population, although, because I mean, you know, we're looking at 19 people here who are going to possibly replace a few, but not enough that it's going to be a population crisis. I don't know, should I put the cemetery right outside of the school, just to scare the dickens out of the kids? I would rather actually have a decent-sized cemetery. I guess we could probably just... I don't know. If we look like a 12 by 12 or a 10 by 12... I'm just trying to make that space work a little bit better. And I know it doesn't have to. We can have some T-junctions in there, but the cemetery's too small. Good. I didn't want to put that down. We could put it over here, a little bit further this way, I suppose. I would get the chapel out, which would really... And these are just so awkward. The sizes are just so bent. We probably don't want... I mean, this is going to be the actual official center of town. We probably don't want the cemetery right off the main square. We could, in fact, put it out here, which I think would just be like a secondary farming area, if anything. What have we got in here right now? Tools are fine. We're probably looking at more resources. That's something I should just go ahead and gather right now. So let's come in here. We need more stone, and we need more iron, which is totally not over there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and chop down some trees nearby. And that should fill up at least one stockpile. And we might, I don't know, we've got a limit of 200 fuel for the firewood. I do want to at least get sort of an idea for the layout. I mean, I could put the chapel sort of out of here, but I would like to have the service buildings all kind of centralized. And I have a feeling eventually we're going to need some more of these. I would like to kind of also put more squares, just like little neighborhoods that are surrounding the wells. That way it would allow me to keep fire in check. We could put a boarding house out here. That might be interesting. Interesting in that it just takes up a bunch of space for no reason. Actually, a boarding house would probably go better out here, or just like right behind this. Okay, fine. We'll put the chapel... Cemetery. We'll put the chapel over here. We'll just do it. Back to the services. Now, one thing about Banished, the default, is that we're kind of running into the end of what is otherwise buildable. Because this is it. I mean, we can get the nice little, we'll say 14 by 8, how about? Actually, I could do even better there, because we can actually extend that road out. Because, you know, up to this point, we'll have pretty much all the buildings, and that's where we're sort of left in the game. I can upgrade everyone to stone buildings, and really we just have to survive long enough that the settlement continues to have people while, you know, while just not having a massive die-off. Because eventually we will hit an age problem here. And we also don't want all these... Because a lot of these people, kids, being, you know, 10 and 12, are ready to move out and start families of their own. Strangely. Well, and like this 20-year-old who's living at home with mom and dad could probably stand to have a home of their own. I don't know, these students are kind of staying in there. We're not really seeing labor. So maybe we'll go ahead and just pause for a moment and we'll start getting some actual homes in place. We'll go ahead and get this prepared. So it actually looks like that road would, in fact, corner off there nicely. Yes. Okay, excellent. That works out. Then what? Gonna need that many builders. We'll turn on one of these off, obviously. And what else? Food, pretty damn stable. What we need now is to turn this back on because we have how much leather? Plenty of leather to make more coats. We're not really in desperate need of the coats. Good God, we need some new stuff. Some new animals, some new crops, something to make this better. Because now we're kind of at that point in the game where we've more or less stabilized. You know, we're keeping up on herbs. The herbs are still full, so we're not overworking ourselves there. As far as the variety of food, we could perhaps have a few more going on in there. We're kind of low, but not super low on a lot of that. I mean, we're doing pretty well. I don't think we're ever going to face penalties for any of that. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and wrap this road. So yeah, I mean, we're just now at the improvement stage. And so I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be kind of a short one. Oh, hey, you just snuck in here, you bastard. There he is. It would be nice if it actually told me as he was coming in. Chickens, you son of a bitch. We don't need that. Okay, we want cattle and sheep. We'll have them do that. And the prices will be a little bit high the next time they bring in. I mean, these are 400, I believe. Cows and sheep might cost me like upwards of 1,200 to 2,000, I want to say. I mean, they are pricey. Well, maybe I'm mistaking that for the crops, because I know that time we had the chance to buy seeds, it was like 2,500 for a new seed. But once you've got the seed, then you can, you know. But anyway, okay. So should we do a town hall? I mean, that's a lot of resources, but what else are we doing right now, right? Okay, we'll turn on. No, we'll turn on the market square. That way we can actually kind of expand our people out this way. I do not know what I'm going to put here. Schoolhouse might go there. We're not really in desperate need of an extra schoolhouse at the moment, though. So, maybe. And I don't know how many. I mean, I'm sure this will situate well with all of these people. We can actually build that house next. Yeah, just getting this to line up is going to be... I don't know. I was thinking we'll cut it off here, have another big square of something. I don't know if 4 houses will fit in there. 4 houses fit in there, then we'll just kind of start making bizarre roads. Anyway, we'll just run this for a little bit longer. And so, yeah, we are now at a point where we can start basically just mass gathering all this stone and iron, and we've got plenty of trees down here, and then we can turn that. Maybe we need another firewood cutter? That seems to be a thing, because, where's all our logs? We've got plenty of logs, we're just low on the firewood. Okay, I guess we need another one of those, which would allow me to have another laborer inside of that. Yeah, see, we're having problems. People are already freezing, and they will freeze before we can do anything about that. I could put another one just right. No, I could not, because it's hitting that coastline. Okay. Well, I guess we can put it here. Does that road inadvertently line up? Not quite. Not quite. Can I just have it? There we go. Okay, well, at least it'll be... We'll have them here to... They can use that, so we'll put that back in and have it just right here. Oh, right, the brewer. I've totally forgotten we can have a tavern. That's not really big enough to fit that in. We can also have mines, right? Mines and quarries. We'll have to put this... Do we have a mountain? Excellent. Well, that's where we could put excess people, which we don't really have a problem with at the moment, but definitely having some of the brewers would be good, I suppose. So maybe we'll do that. We'll kind of advance ourselves that way. Have a dockside tavern with another little... Yeah, we can do that. It'd be nice if there had been beautification stuff in the game, but there's sadly not. So yes, we'll put one of these down right now, just here, I guess. And we'll get that going so that we have some wood, or some firewood for people to actually have. And then we'll just work on building large stockpiles of things, because we need things. Lots and lots of things. In fact, let's start gathering lots and lots of these trees. Ah, hell, we'll just gather all this stuff. Whatever it is, we'll just gather it. Because we've got some idle hands. Need one builder. Why do we need to have this built, I suppose? Okay, and we've already got one? Huh? There we go. They just ended up moving over is what happened there, it looks like. Okay, so yeah, we, I guess what we should be doing then, if I'm ordering the livestock, I need to be getting a large amount of things prepared for trade, because it's probably going to be expensive, and then we need someone to obviously be sitting around so that they can immediately go into the new livestock, whatever. I guess we'll put it down here. Haven't really left myself a large area for the farms, but we can put it kind of out of town. I don't know. I'm not going to go for, like, Megalopolis in this Let's Play, and I can't even remember if I had finished that thought earlier, but once we've kind of basically built every structure and got everyone sitting in a stone house, I might just go ahead and end this village. And there is apparently a mod, a colonial mod, that looked pretty cool. I might just go ahead and hop into a new village and do that on hard difficulty, and we'll just try out that mod. Although I have never played that mod before, so maybe I'll want to test it out a little bit first. But anyway, yeah, we've got some building projects ready to go, and is this overall fuel limit? Because I think we're going to have to increase this to, like... No, I keep hitting the wrong damn button. Increase this to, like, 300. Because clearly we're going through, every season we're going through our stock. And let's just go ahead and put that tavern down. I'll pause this so I'm not inadvertently putting things into it. Good. We'll have that. Would that actually have fit here? No. We're going to need a very small building, maybe a house there, but we'll turn that off. And another well just over here. And I realized that that was not oriented. I mean, it's oriented towards this, but hopefully some trees will grow here or something. I don't know. It would have been nice if that could have been a thing too, where you could plant, just to kind of have something in town. But anyway, so we'll work on, I guess, the next batch of things. We've got some people now. Looks like people are growing up. We're still waiting for the shoe to drop on people dying. Maybe I should build this first. It's already 7% complete. Why? Why is that? Oh, because they're removing stuff. That's why. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that going. We'll probably get the cemetery, then followed by the market square, which, you know, again, we don't really need at the moment. This census thing could just be for fun. I really don't remember why we need it. Just adds more details or something. But then we also need to be gathering things for trade, and gonna have to go through, and I guess herbs are one thing, but I don't know what else has value. The fish are just, there's just no value there. It'd be nice to have some more venison, because that seemed to actually do pretty well. We have none? What is this? I'm not looking at the right thing. Oh yeah, we got plenty of that. So let's go ahead and add in like 150 of that. I know I'm taking food away from myself, which is going to cause a crisis, but you know, we've got people. We can put more of these people to work collecting food. I think we'll be fine there. And this forester, now this forester is supposed to be cutting and planting. I don't see it getting a lot of stuff. Whatever. So yeah, we'll probably have to build another little thing out here for the collecting of resources. Maybe even send it over here. Although I don't know. I don't think we can, because that's all ridge and hill. Anyway, just a secondary little resource gathering hut for trade goods or something like that. God, we really need some animals and some crops. But hopefully we'll get that next time. So I'll end this one here, and I'll see you then.